Hey, Pajama Grandma, Sharon here in my ducky pajamas. Not sure if you can see the little ducks, but I've got ducks on today. I think they're very cute. It's kind of late for somebody to still be in their pajamas, but I've been plugging away at a membership site today, so I wanted to get online and share that a little bit with you. Now, some people might think this is a kind of a ghetto way to set up your membership site, but it's the way I actually do it and the way I'm actually doing it for this particular membership. It's just a quick membership program that I'm putting together for people, and I want to show how I do it. Just talked to one of the members and realized that I had forgotten to invite everybody to the secret Facebook group. It's my first time with a secret group. I usually have private groups or public groups, but this is the first time I've used a secret group, and I didn't realize you actually have to go in and find each of the people and invite them. So down the road, I will have to create a Zap from Zapier, if you know what that is, to link that up and make that happen automatically in the background. But for this first run through, I am perfectly happy to do it by hand, the old fashioned way. So let's go ahead and share my screen. I want to share how I am doing a couple of key things in my membership and how I'm handling communication with the folks I'm dealing with. So the first thing I do is I create a video lesson on Facebook Live for the day's lesson, for the membership area day's lesson. So that's the first thing I do. Every morning, I create the video lesson for what we're going to cover for the day. Then I create a worksheet, which I'm going to do here because I haven't done that yet, but I create a worksheet for the day's lesson as well. Now I created a template on day one to make that easy. Then the next thing I do is I upload that, I save that worksheet as a PDF, and then I upload that to my ClickFunnels digital assets, because then I can link it to the members area and people can just have access to it, or I can also send it out in an email, because right now I started out doing a daily email reminder with each lesson. Not sure how long I'll stick with that. I would rather train people to just go to the membership area every day versus me having to do a reminder and them going to the membership area every day. I'm going to just kind of experiment with it and play it by ear. But I honestly think I will create probably an email reminder every day, because I want people to actually break it down and do the daily tasks, because I know if you do a little bit every day, your chance of success is about 100-fold than if you do something once a week, or if you have a whole bunch of somethings that you're supposed to do in a week. I just know if we break it down and daily do a little bit, that it just really increases the chance of people successfully making it through the training and through the program and through the coaching and through the mastermind. And that's my goal, is to get us all through the training and the coaching and the mastermind. Now, I'm not naive. I know that everyone isn't going to make it through it, but I'm going to do the best I can to try to make sure as many people as possible, and that I make it as easy as possible for people to make it through. That's just my thing. I hate when people do stuff and they don't finish it. I'm not one of those people that buys a course and then doesn't finish it. I always finish it. So I said that I do the video, and what I do is I download to it. Now what I do is I create a Word document where I'm going to capture all of the links for this program, so that I've got one document that I can share, or that I can share with my assistant, that they can then help me down the road to manage this. So as you can see in this document, I'm assuming you can see it, I've got the first few days, the welcome message, and I've got the Facebook Live link, the YouTube link, because I don't know if I'm paranoid or what, but I want to make sure I double up on my information. So I create it in Facebook Live. I download that video to my computer. I upload that video to YouTube. And so now I've got both the Facebook link and the YouTube link. So I don't know if I think I might lose it, but I want to cover my rear and make sure I have it in at least 2 places, because I know that my computer's memory isn't going to be able to keep that. I'm surprised this computer even functions. I've got so much stuff on it right now. I think I've got 4 external drives plugged into it. Lenovo laptop, and I guess I had it in Best Buy a couple months ago, so I should be a little more careful, but I'm not being. So this is just how I set up this worksheet, and this might change as I'm producing the content and doing the class, but for right now, this is how I've got it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Magnifying glass, where are you when I need you? Oh, it's trying to search for something. I didn't know I even asked it to search for anything. Okay, so this is the worksheet I put together. And I do this because then I can get these links as I'm building my funnel in my membership area. The links are all in one place and I can just pop over to them and I have them available. And you know what? I think I started a video and let the puppy out. How lame is that? Hang on 1 second. I am so sorry. Okay, so I'm not necessarily the nicest puppy grandma. I forgot I let her out when I got some coffee to start this, and then I started and I forgot to let her back in. Bad. Okay, so there is my, I'm not going to go through, it takes a long time in my internet provider to download these. So I've already downloaded my lesson video for lesson 4 today, and I've uploaded it to YouTube. So those are the first 2 steps, and here's my link. I just wanted to show you how I set that up and how I do that. And I hope that's helpful for you. I didn't used to do this. I didn't used to have a separate sheet for a membership area. And so I'll actually show you a really scary one just because it's fun. And I'll show you the craziness I still do. Okay, this is an ongoing sheet of my morning Facebook Lives. And I do the same thing with my daily Facebook Lives, although I take them and I put them on my podcast as well. But this is I don't even know how many pages. Oh, it's a 93-page document that has my links on it for my daily videos and the content I've created. And then it's got, oh, geez, probably 190 short video clips that I've done that I have to get processed. I have to hire an assistant to get these processed because I know that's outside of my ability to do it. But that's a 93-page document. I decided that that would be crazy, and I better start a short document for just the lessons in this membership area. So I started a new one. It's only 1 page right now, 1 of 2. I think it'll probably be long by the time I get done to it, but it'll just be devoted to this program, so it won't be outrageously long. The next thing I do for the lessons, for the daily lessons, is I create a lesson plan worksheet to go with each lesson. And this is yesterday's, actually. So it's just got 3 sections, I think, on this one, maybe 4. Nope, just 3. But I try to keep it to 1 page. I want it to be a 1-page document so that people will actually not be overwhelmed. They'll look at it. They'll say, oh, okay, I can do that. I just have to answer 3 questions. So what am I going to do? So before I got on the line today, and I probably should have done this, and I might not do this now that we're sitting here because it will take me longer than I want. I type up then the day's lesson, and I'm not going to do it because it's 2 pages. So I'll type up the day's lesson, and then I will have just action steps. Now, the reason I'm doing the video is so that I don't have to type up the lesson. I cover the material that I want to talk about and give examples, and then the lesson and the action step is basically just the action step that people need to do the day's assignment. Again, I'm trying to break it down in little bite-sized pieces so that it's a very doable thing every day. So let's just take a look at this one so you get an idea of what I do, because I'm going to show you what I do, but I'm not going to create lesson 4 yet. I'll show you how I link it. I'll just link it with lesson. I'll show you how I do it, but I won't actually link the lesson because I have to type it in. I should have done it this morning, but I got busy doing coaching calls and stuff and other things, and I didn't get around to it. That happens some days. So for example, lesson 3, the action steps are you do a gut check. You know, how do you feel about the area of expertise that you have selected to begin with? Then action step 2 is the best teachers are doers. So start to build your list of experiences, relevant experiences to the area of expertise you're talking about. So this is where I want people to start building their stories inventory, because I know that stories are going to be one of the most powerful things that you can collect and put together as you're creating and launching your area of expertise. And then the other thing is I met with a coach and a partner yesterday, and really it opened up my eyes to other possibilities with respect to what I'm doing in this area. So I just wanted to remind people to be open-minded and open to change and suggestions and ideas. So I create a worksheet like this, and I create this and I use it as a template. And off this template, then I'll have 3 to 5 questions for each lesson. And some of them are going to have a few more. Some of them will have less. But right now I'm trying to keep it simple. This is the preliminary work before people have even received their books. So I don't want them to get overwhelmed. I want them to be excited, but I want them to be getting into the habit of doing a little something every day to move them toward what it is they want so that they move toward their goal. Again, it's that eat that elephant one bite at a time. So let's hop into ClickFunnels, and I will show you how I set that part of it up. All right, so in my ClickFunnels account, I want to go to the actual members area. Oh, I'm in it. I'm in the, oh, I just got out of it. I was in the members area for the funnel, but I got a phone call and I ended up having to do some things with this. Now, I just set this up on an existing funnel that I cloned. And I did that because I wanted this membership area. What I do with mine, my webinars, is I set my webinar, I set an opt-in and a lead magnet on the front of it. Then I have my webinar registration, my indoctrination, and my order pages and my membership area all in one funnel. I like to do it that way because then I've got everything all in one place. So I just took one because I know down the road for this membership area, I could have just done a 2-page membership area, but I wanted this to have the funnel in front of it for later on. So I know I'll go in and I'll use it later on. Right now, I think it's on my chronic pain funnel, or I just cloned that funnel. And then I built the membership area on the end of it. So we're going to go in, and what I would do to build lesson 4, and I put in the lesson 4 description already, but we just go in and actually 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably lesson 5. So we're going to actually just clone 4 and then rename it. So to clone it, I just press the button and we see how slow my internet actually is today. There we go. Oh, now I got like 6 of them. Well, that's okay. I'll put like 6 or 7 in here. That's fine. And then we're going to edit it. So the button next to it, we're going to edit the lesson. And I'm going to change the name, and I don't even remember what this one's about. So I'm just going to put lesson 5. So I've got a problem in my disconnect because it says lesson, it's really lesson 4. So I'm going to call it lesson 4, and it's going to get really confusing. And it has to be day, I think it's day 4 too, but I might have that messed up. Let's update the lesson and see. Yeah, I have to go back in and change these because I think I made them. Yeah, I did make a mistake. I put them all 1 day drip. So they'll all pop out the second day after people sign up, because I forgot that you have to add a day every time you do a lesson. So I should go in. I'll do that when I do the lesson today, but I'll go in and edit that. And another thing about this, when you put another lesson in, it pops to the bottom. That always kind of makes me a little crazy. But we're going to open the editor, and I'll show you how I've got this set up and structured. And this might change over time, but for right now, I've got it set up that the first section is the video for, and I'll change this. This is just the first page I set up. So I'll change this information for today's video, and then I'll link in the video from today. And so I just click on the button, and I'm going to change this link. And that's why I have the handy dandy worksheet. I just go to the day 4, and I'm actually putting the YouTube one in there. So I just copy and paste the YouTube link, and I hope I do it right because it's got to be exactly right. It's the problem with having not so great eyes. See, because it picks up spaces at the end. And if it picks up spaces at the end, it doesn't work. And now I missed the E. This is why I need help. I learned earlier today that sometimes it's because I didn't leave spaces at the end of it, and that makes it hard to copy. No idea why. I just figured that out. All right, Control C, back to our funnel. Maybe. And then I always want to remember to back out that pound sign or it won't link properly. And I'm going to save and exit. Apparently I'm going to cough today too a whole lot. Oh, now it's kicked me right out of the thing. I must hit a button. It's always operator error. Let's be honest. I like to blame something else, but it's 99% of the time it's operator error when I get kicked out of something. So now we'll go back in. I didn't want to update it. I wanted to just go in and edit it, but I hit the wrong one. No, that's open editor. Hello. So we'll go back in. And here, again, slowly but surely. Then here's where I will link the action page. But what I'm going to do first, before I do this, is I have to get the link. So I'm going to save the document. I'm going to upload it to my digital assets. And then I'm going to put the link. I'm going to show you over here. Right here is where the link would go. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one because I know that's where I'm going to put it, just to show you where it goes. So that's where the new URL will go. I like to hook things to buttons because I think it makes it really simple for people to know what to do and very intuitive. It's like, oh, homework, push the button. It's going to give me the PDF of the assignment page. Yay, super easy. And then the third part I'm doing for each day is I'm just adding a tip. Some kind of tip or lesson or a bonus video or something, some supplemental material to sort of go along with the day's lesson and the thing that we're talking about. So that is the basic framework that I've set up. And the reason I don't add the video and I just have them click over to the link of the video is because it loads a lot faster. And it's just a lot faster for the lessons to load for the viewers so they don't have to get frustrated. It's like putting graphics and videos in my face or in my email messages. If I put a lot of graphics in, I've learned that half of them don't go anyway to different providers. So I might as well not put the graphics in, or especially not put a video in, because it just kills my deliverability. So I might as well leave them out, provide a link, and they can just click on the link if it's something that they're interested in. So that's how I do that. And I'm going to just save this and get out of here a minute so I can show you what I do with the digital assets for the worksheets. So, you know, your digital assets are located under your main menu. And I don't have a ton in here because I haven't really used this feature a lot. I've used it for a couple of lead magnets, but for the most part not. But as you can see, PGESCM are the lessons. I've got 3 in here already. And if you, again, hard for those of us with bad eyes, but way over here in the blue, you can see copy path. So you can copy the path. And then what I do is I go back to my worksheet, so all my links are in one place, and I would paste the path right here. Now, this is actually the path to lesson 3, so I don't want that here, but I'm just showing you exactly what I do. That's exactly what I do. But I don't really want it on this page. And then when I'm in my email, that is the same link that I go into the email and I copy and paste in the line that I deleted a minute ago. But that's how simple it is to create that. Now, the other thing I'm doing is I'm going into my action funnels. And I'm adding a lesson each day. I don't know why it went into broadcast, action funnels. Thank you very much. I think I must be leaning on the computer or something. So I'm going to go into editing. This is my Pajama Grandma Expert Secrets Coaching Mastermind list. And I will add then lesson 4. And I don't think I did this already. Like I said, I might be a day off, or I might have just, oh, I know, I did just set this up and then I got on the phone with a coaching student. Okay, so I just set this up for day 4. Now what I've got, and I'm going to set up day or lesson 5 just so you can see how I do that. I just add a new step. I name the step. And I name it something easy so that I don't have to struggle so much remembering it. And I always just do the next lesson the next day. So I'm going to have to go in and get my days and my lesson numbers consistent. I know that there's some quirks in the members area that makes it automatically assigns numbers to things, but I can go in and change those. So this will be day 5. I actually had these all in as hours instead of days. So make sure you watch your hours and days configuration. So I would just set up a new funnel step, and I'm just calling them lesson by the day or by the lesson instead of the day, because I'm not sure when people will actually be consuming them. And it doesn't matter. They want to consume them in order, but it doesn't matter otherwise. Oh, that's the wrong name. Okay, it'd be nice if it would back up. Oh, this is the wrong one. PGESM. There we go. That makes more sense. This is lesson 5. update the email. And then I created a template for this. Now it's a really big, cumbersome template because it's the welcome one, and the welcome email, I was informed today by someone that it is super long and ridiculous. And I'm okay with that. But what I do is I just go in and I delete all of this. Well, I'm not going to delete it right now, but it's all the welcome information, all the things that you have to do. And I think I'm going to make this a checklist. But for right now, for this first run through, I just made it a big, long, terrible email. Now you can see that the one for, I'm going to just close this. I'm not going to make any changes right now. The one for number 4 wasn't nearly that long, because what I'm trying to do is train people to go to the membership site directly. Can you put in your title, open the editor, and see it's really, really short. And I'm not sure how long I'll keep these links in for. I'm kind of going to ask people and play by ear. Part of using the Word document worksheet to have the links all in one place, it makes it really easy to add them here on the reminder email. But I'm going to have cool bonus things and stuff in the membership area. So I really want to encourage people to go to the members area. But if you're in a really big hurry and you still want to do the lesson and you want to do the assignment, I guess I want that option available for people too, because I know a lot of people like me, we're busy. And so if we can get super quick, easy access, I think that there's a benefit to that. So again, I actually will put the link, and I set this up as a worksheet so it empties out, but I put the link on the button. I put the YouTube link on a link, and then I actually add the Facebook video link too, because I think it's kind of cool that people can go and comment in either place, so they can get access to the information on whichever platform they happen to be the most comfortable with. So now I'll just type in a couple of paragraphs about the lesson, because I'm not going to repeat. I probably should, and maybe someday I will. But so far, I haven't decided on this preliminary information that I'm going to repeat in writing the lesson that's on the video. Maybe I'll get those videos transcribed and offer that as an option or a link to a PDF as well. But I haven't decided that yet, and I have not created that as part of the system yet. So maybe down the road, that will be something that I add. You know, I like to continually improve stuff, so I could always add that as a continuous improvement to this particular process. So that is actually how I do this. I'm going to pop back on and see if I have any questions. Doesn't look like there's any questions, so that always makes me happy because I have a heck of a time reading them. Let me know, though, if you're watching the replay of this and if you think this is at all helpful. If you think it's silly and it's parochial and why am I showing it to you, just let me know, because then I won't share what I'm doing and how I do it. I think there's a lot smarter people than me when it comes to setting up certain things, and they may have figured out better, easier, faster ways. And I would love to hear that as well, because I'm all about continuous improvement and finding better, easier, faster ways of doing these things as well, because I don't need it to be any harder than it is. I have enough trouble. I have enough struggles. I've got a big move coming up, a big physical home move coming up. And as you can see by the boxes in my office, that's going to be a huge project and a lot of work. Yes, I am dreading it. Yes, I am procrastinating about it. But yes, I will also get it done. I'm sure I will. So I always get everything done. Sometimes it's a struggle, but it always gets done. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be glad to answer them. I'm going to now go in and create that lesson, do the links, create the worksheet, and then put all the pieces together just how I showed you I did them. If you've gotten any ideas or suggestions or feedback, I'd love to hear that too, because I'm always trying to make my membership areas better. Go out, make it an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Pajama Grandma Duckies out.